Okay. I just wanted to get back to Deltarune today. Got that off. Close out of it. That should be everything. Okay, for a moment I was wondering if I just wasn't hearing anything at all. Why is this happening? I thought this was fixed, man. Toby. Why is my controller not working? I hadn't had a problem with this until now. Why is my controller just entirely not? Yeah, I was expecting to hear that before, which is why I was really confused. Okay, sure. It didn't work on it. The first time it worked on the continue screen and not on this one. This time it didn't work on. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. It's working. I equipped it, right? Yep. Way. There's something over here before. I was just thinking, like, what if I wait? And then I was thinking about one of the messages you get when waiting for Onion, or like going to Onion's spot, and there's an NPC there that says, don't wait, wait, don't wait. Especially the don't. Or something like that. And just thinking about it. Oh, you can just go back to the fountain you just created. Try making one sometime, yeah. Glows with a backwards light. Right. So I do want to see the one instance of friend in this chapter. And I looked it up. Oh, there's just something down there. And I don't know why I'm being so cautious, because it's not until third sanctuary, but it is in one of these, like, echolocation areas, and you can only see the silhouette. Low on hopes and dreams they send, 3 heroes at the world's end. The light and dark, both burning dire, a countdown to the earth's expire. $60 to all. Pretty nice. Then I can just get rid of 1. Okay, maybe not the best idea to just get rid of 1. I remember having that exact reaction first time I played through this too. I just completely forgot it until now. Fountains read, the roaring cries, and titans shape from darkened eyes. The third hero, the prince, alone in deepest dark. And then there's just a piano puzzle where you crash through the walls, right? Yep. We know nothing, we understand nothing. How I feel. There's also, like, Deltarune newsletter went out, and one thing really stuck with me is keep in mind, like Toby saying, keep in mind that you might not have all the pieces to fit together yet. And it's like, yeah, gotta assume that. The Lord of Screens cleaved red by blade. Know everything, understand everything. Disconnected my controller and reconnected it because the cable is garbage. That's great. Is there any way to destroy that one? Come on. I should probably deal with my controller being garbage before it's really a problem. Because if that happens in like the middle of combat, it could be kind of bad. I'll deal with it after something bad happens. The best way to confront your problems. What isn't Deltarune? Okay, forgot how that one worked. I just didn't have the time to get from point to point on that one. Kinda rough. Oh, they've just got like joint text. Okay. Forgot about that with some of these. First hero, the cage, with human soul and parts. You know, it's kind of funny. It never says human parts. I'm waiting for like chapter 7. Chris rips you out, leaves you in the cage in the wagon, and you have to actually like control the game like that from then on. It's a long shot, but just the wording, like, yes, it could be human soul and human parts, just like simplified down to only have human once. But it could also just be with human soul and parts, like mechanical parts, like a wagon. Like a wheel is a part. Oh yeah, trying to not go into the pillars that appear this time. Didn't do that well. Where did I get this? Was it from the, like, throw money in? I honestly don't remember where I got that. Pretty sure it was this chapter, though. Okay, also connected text. This was also something that's mildly confusing, because I believe it calls the Lonely Prince the third one. The humans, the cage is the first one, but then the girl is the last one. So who's second? Who's second, and would this be in... like, why the order being like this? Aside from, I guess, like, order of joining the party, and Susie technically joins last. Like, officially joins last. When you pass to the other side, a great donation, it will show your remembrance. One of the donators reached 412 gold. I've completely forgot about this room. Like, left and right aren't switched, but up and down are. And then this is the second hero. The girl with hope crossed on her heart, which sounds like Susie, but raises the question of who was the last one that was just called the girl. Like, the prophecy is very confusing. You can speculate all you want, but you can interpret things two different ways. Because the previous one, I believe, has the symbol for Rude Buster. And this one has a sword. Which, the sword doesn't line up. The symbol for Rude Buster lines up, but Hope crossed on her heart sounds similar to everything relating to, like, Susie and Garrison. Susie having hope and everything. Like, Susie said this is her, but you don't use a sword. And left it on the windowsill to cool. Am I looking at the wrong part? I was. I don't think I passed it though. Go slightly slower. Or was it a different hallway with windows? Could be a different one, but if this is it, then like I should check. Yep, here it is. Roots. What is this again? Lost where the forest would grow. The children followed the pointed. No. Just Deltarune chapter 4. I wonder if you can ever get them to say like the correct order. If you can, I do not have the patience for it. There is a room in... Glad Nightbot took care of that. Oh yeah, this would be the 7th flying ace, wouldn't it? Someone seems to be making a painting of a tree. Or strangely, it seems that they haven't drawn the bark yet. It's a sink. It would be ridiculous if you painted something in there it was nowhere to wash your hands. He is behind the tree. Oh, I'm sorry. I was so into drawing, I didn't notice you. Are you here for art club? I was also thinking about this egg. The fact that there's like the art club in Undertale. And the enemy there, I was looking it up on Wiki just to like, I don't want to have to go through everything for like going through Undertale again to get to it. The enemy there, you check into description and it's just like he's not in the right place or time. This is where we draw pictures and don't kill each other. Someone surely checked this place at the proper date and time for Undertale's art club, right? Isn't it like October 10th, 8 p.m. or something? It's like you've got to go into the Hotlands, that one room, at a specific date and time. What am I drawing? Oh, don't look. I'm not finished yet. How did you get here? Can't say I remember. In such a rush, I didn't look where I was going at all. Oh, how did I get here? Well, there is a man here. Actually, the person I was probably just talking to seems a lot like So Sorry, the enemy in Undertale art room. Because they're also in a rush when you run into them. He seems to be pointing at something and nodding. What is he pointing at? And someone seems to be making a painting of a tree. Ah, over here. Well, there is a canvas here. Will you draw? Picked up a pencil. They began by sketching what they had seen behind the tree. But as they sketched, the line began to err, as if the pencil had lost its way. So they started again, drawing over the lines they had already made. Many times, they would suddenly halt, or the pencil drifted into a new drawing. So they started over again. Through many repetitions, their movements became faster and smoother. So without looking, they had completed a sketch in a single wild line. In the end, as a result of layering the sketches on top of each other, the surface of the canvas was nothing more than a monochrome smear. Next, a tree was painted over it. Painted over everything. Leaving nothing but a simple still life. After all, there wasn't anything to look at in the room besides a single tree. Chris got up. It seemed the painting was complete. But their hand, smudged with graphite, was still moving, as if to trace some unseen shape. Honestly, that just feels really real to me as someone, like, I'm left-handed, and I grew up actually having to write essays in pencil. And when you're left-handed and you're writing in pencil, your hand drifts across the words that you've already written. So you just end up with a, like, metallic graphite sheen on the pinky of your left hand. And sometimes it's just, you've written so much that even when you wash your hands, there's still just, like, deep inside the creases of your skin, graphite that won't come off. Say art is therapeutic. Okay. Love finds its way to the girl. Even just holding left, you're just not fast enough. Probably because this is like a forced easy encounter to show you Chris is all alone right now. Or I'm bad. Gallery of Ancient Faces. An original looking statue. It's crazy watching people stream the game for the first time, like chapter 1 for the first time. It's insane the amount of people in chat are just like, no, you have to go back, you have to go back, get Star Walker, get Star Walker. Like, not even important. People in like big streamers chats for this game are just insufferable. They just don't realize how insane it is to be in a Twitch chat trying to tell somebody what to do in a game. Like, people have always been like that, even before Twitch chat. Like, sitting on the couch while someone else plays a game and just telling them what to do. And typically you get, like, you get punched in the arm or called annoying. Kind of forgot about that for a moment. Yeah, this thing just by itself isn't that bad. Perfectly in tune. I wasn't even in the central green part. What are you talking about, game? Gallery. All just familiar looking statues. The last prophecy, the story's end. Save the world. There is only one. It does specify worlds, not world. Do we actually keep Rouse, like, Castletown open? Yeah, not exactly the old man. Oh yeah. Oh. I wasn't paying attention to what she said. That's my bad. Hey, the game spawned 2 fountains right in front of me. Don't tell me to be more careful when it was rigged. Buy a few of them. How's my storage looking anyways? This I'm definitely saving. Same with that. And this. I've got a lot of darker candies, actually. I can afford to take a few. And I guess I take more Rhapsodies. I want to store a couple too. Oh yeah, everything's lined up so you can't just go around to that door. Yeah, that'd be kind of messed up. Like, if the old man's cool with it, that doesn't mean that Alvin's gonna be cool with it. Like, Alvin dug up that hammer. Pretty much no way to get that into the school without kind of desecrating a corpse and being a thief. So that is kind of how everything else ended up in the school, is being a thief. Not so much corpse desecration, but like definitely thievery. I absolutely almost caught him right at the start. I love how this is all just like questions to calibrate it and make sure you're hearing things properly. Kind of shows that I think Toby didn't think of this fight until at least after chapter 1 came out. Because otherwise we probably would have gotten the audio calibration done in like the vessel creation. The this entire thing kind of really fuels my feelings over the dark fountains being made. And like it is said that things are shown by the will of the fountain, but also off the perspective of the creator. Because whoever the knight is, and Chris probably view like Garrison as an old name of legend, like an author, a teacher, one of the elders of the town, a storyteller. And while Susie may have heard of him like that and knows him as the old man, her more recent impression is of him being dead and being a corpse. Well, not a corpse, but dust and a hammer. So when she makes the fountain, he's not the old man anymore. The zombie. Oh, Susie doesn't have an act here. Crackles with sound. That is kind of how sound works. God damn it. Got hit a few too many times, I think. That is perfect heal for Susie right now. Okay, I forgot if it was all scripted or if I had to actually get TP up to Susie using it. I almost got there. Tend to only appear in very specific darknesses. See, this is one of those things where this line being dropped feels very important. Darkeners taking after lost lighteners. I feel like it gets lost in the entire thinking about what the last prophecy is. But it's kind of weird, Rouse just knows everything. It's another thing that makes me think Rouse is like multiple copies of the same object planted for the sake of keeping the plot moving forward. Not in like a narrative way, but like the plot that Chris and the Knight have. Except in becoming a Darkner, gaining his own will, and not actually wanting to go along with it entirely. Like, not, like, knowing the end of the plan and thinking it's not a good ending. It's like it's just the fact that Rousey knows everything of the prophecy and the rules of the world and all of the gamified stuff. And is somehow able to be in all of the dark worlds despite there not being a way to really move between them. If he leaves the dark world, he becomes whatever he is in the light world. I didn't even think about it. There's a similar stairway in chapter 5, huh? Yeah, Wesley doesn't know the code for the door because the prophecy doesn't include it, because this was kind of probably an improv situation. Yes, I'd like to know the code. You're supposed to equip ribbons is really weird. It's almost as if the original trio wasn't meant to include Susie. And that part throws off Rousey. But since Rousey just assumes the entire prophecy has to be correct, that he's just like misinterpreting something. Not that Susie is like a glitch in the system. Two 2202. Is this like... Would this be the year that the game takes place in? Like, in universe, but backwards? Like, it'd be 2022? Because we also have, like... 0915199X. Or is it just a random number made up for this? I kind of don't think it's a random number. I almost would be willing to believe that this is also the code for the shelter that you get from the church. And it's just like overlooked by all three of these. Well, maybe Chris doesn't overlook it, but easily overlooked by Susie and not cared about by Rouse. That we were just given a numerical code in the church. I didn't realize that these like actually disappear as you walk away from them. Oh well, these ones stay up. Unless you need to get farther, but then you're crossing over. Nope, they stay up. I was gonna say there is the question here of where did Rouse come from during that entire thing? But since it was the same like light world geography as before, it'd be wherever he came from in the previous one. What was over here again? Okay. Blue glass glitters like crystals. You approach it, the glowing light shines through them, creating a prism only you can see. And with that, it's about time I take a break. Been a little over an hour. So I'll be right back. A few minutes. And then hopefully just continue this until the end. Maybe with another break or something. Okay. I'm back. So now I need to be on the lookout in any of the echolocation areas. Kind of put myself in a corner there, I guess. Bad dodge. $64 TP. Not enough. Guess I wasn't really in a corner. Wait. That shortcut always been there? And you don't need to go through all of that? Did I notice that first playthrough? Also, this is the way forward, isn't it? I should check out the side path first. They'll hear the ring of heaven's call. Right. I remember this room. You'll see the tail of hell take crawl. Like, the Ring of Heaven's Call has a couple things that could make sense for it. This one, the only thing that makes sense for it is the mention of pointed, like, lost where the woods would grow. Children followed the pointed tail. Like, of course, when I look away from the screen and stop focusing for just a moment is when it's like the one that I'm just going to run into for not paying attention. And not one that I can just simply ignore. There it is. I've taken a lot of damage. Pacify is only 16. I can... Rousey lit up, the room got smoky. Toby could not help himself but include the memes directly into the game. I mean, as long as it didn't affect the actual story of the game, I assume. Not just gonna go off of... Not just rewriting his game because of memes that appear. Yeah, great tutorial too. It's not like I didn't pacify the first enemy. I think I can actually shake, bear, pacify. I wish I could heal prayer. I swear, am I crazy, or was there like one time where it glitched out and I was able to actually use that? I feel like I've done that from the menu at least once, or rather only once before. Rhapsody, the hymn of the prophecy. The flower man trapped in asylum. No treasure, only experience. No. The angel banished will finally meet with its desire. This is also one of those things where I think it's actually... So, like... This goes back to how Spamton talks in normal route. about wanting to reach into heaven and asking if the angel is watching. I know he calls Noelle Angel as well, or seemingly does, but I feel like the angel is the player. And this line is basically saying, like, once the player is done playing the game and banished from the world, like, that's our end goal, is to just reach the end of the game. And the image that they're seeing doesn't matter so much as the fact that we are looking at a black screen, which could typically reflect back a person's face when they're looking at it. Is it here? I'm just doing a quick Google. Might be. Says hidden behind a wall and disappears quickly after being seen. Quite a bit going on there. Okay. I don't want to leave the room yet. So, like, top left is an exit. That's where I came from. That probably is the exit. Or was it? I'll just check over here first. Yeah, I think that's If I remember right, that looks like it's a spot where you just ride the piano. I wonder... No, I should just guarantee it. Oh yeah, it's 100%. I forgot about that. That actually makes a lot of sense. Because it's Chris dealing with the organ. Chris knows how to play. I was gonna say, why does Chris get a 100% spare meter on just themselves? And it actually makes perfect sense. Okay, every other one, there was a gap right at the like height level that I was at, and then the last one switched it up. Wait for guard. That means it should be in here. It was probably there, and I missed it. I'm gonna check that back. Really messed up that supposedly it's just the silhouette. So you don't see the eyes. You just need to keep a lookout for your like sound waves showing up in a side room and getting disrupted. Okay, I didn't miss it there. Did I miss it like... on the way in or something? Maybe I would have needed to follow the yellow ones. Maybe those revealed it. Because that seems like the spot that a secret would be if there was one. Oh well, missed it. Oh, already have 2 wafer guards. That is just a strict upgrade. Just a little bit worried about my health. That was terribly done. Right, and now you can't go back down there. Well, I mean, the best single heal that I've got, so. And I can always get more spin cake. You have been kind. Have spared everyone you could. It is interesting doing, like, spare all, but still weird route. Being nice pays off. Wanted to see if they'd separate if you went back into the lighter area. Doesn't seem like it. Nope, time to turn back. Taking too much damage, going back. Okay, so the swords spawn at distant flags instead of, like, time. I guess that makes sense. It'd be silly if you were, like, backing off and kept getting attacked. And then had, like, all of this dialogue playing out while simultaneously not advancing. I think it's also worth noting here, the knight's intentionally leaving us at 1. Just for the sake of, like, the moment. You can argue it's just like a coincidence, but I don't think so. Making sure again that everyone's all set. That is more magic, but eh. That's so little magic, I can't justify it even though like +6 damage might be worth-ish. Did I ever try to... Yeah, I did check that. Funny, don't know where Toriel is. Meanwhile, jump cut tutorial partying with Sans in the living room. I mean, this is an assumption that I think is Susie being wrong. Because the knight's able to carry Undyne, the supposedly invincible police chief, across town into the shelter. Like... I think the knight could probably kick our ass in the light world. I think we have a better chance in the dark world than we have in the light world. I think they just don't want to actually fight in the light world. Both for identity reasons and because beating us isn't their goal. And that's why the knight laughs, because Susie's just so wrong. Nope. See, that part's kind of true. Also, is Susie's dialogue different in normal route there? I'm pretty sure she doesn't ask what the hell's a Titan, and it might just be because, like, weird route you don't get the typical chapter 2 explanation of everything. Okay. Took me a moment, but I think... No, that just goes around. Ah, there's the route. There were so many times on that left side that I'm pretty sure I should have gotten hit by that and just didn't because luck. Whatever. I'm trying to think of how, like Rouse is saying it's a fear of dark, kind of makes sense with it being like, how would your brain perceive perfect darkness, and typically with fear of the unknown and such. Because that's what like a fountain would look like. So when you throw a fountain into the dark world, which is based on the creator's perception of things, it's like you're just throwing an entity of pure dark into there. And it becomes a Titan. Okay, but there was another path down there. It's weird that you're given this choice when you can't go anywhere. There's nothing to do here. I guess it's just like if you need a break after doing the climbing thing. Which, like, it's coming up on 2 hours. I think I'm actually gonna take a break. Didn't even realize it'd been like nearly an hour since taking a break. But it's good to stand up, stretch, get something to drink, all of that every so often. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Fucking eye tracking. It never gets the fact that both my eyes are closed. Okay, I'm back. 64 to defeat enemy. I was thinking about it. I think it was the last time I played Deltarune. Someone in chat said that, like, Chapter 3 has the best soundtrack. And I remarked on how, like, a lot of Chapter 4s didn't really resonate with me because it all has a similar tone to it. I think I was just forgetting, like, about a third or a quarter of the soundtrack. It was just kind of overshadowed by all the Sanctuary themes. When did you start being yourself? It uses everyone. I can just end the fight. I almost missed. I almost forgot I had to do the attack QTE. That's fine, 10 damage. Whatever. full heal. I think she just said, let's go. Didn't mean to skip that. A world basked in purest light, beneath it grew eternal night. Light and dark, both burning dire, a countdown to the earth's expire. The fountains freed, the roaring cries, and titans shaped from darkened eyes. Like, it's pretty much just fight and heal and survive until you can expose weakness, right? Way too early. Long gaze which slithered like a snake. I know all of these hint to what the attack is going to be. I don't remember how they line up though. Or remember what all of the attacks are. Ah, this one's snake. Okay. For a moment, you felt your heart being gripped. Susie's almost dead. I think Susie does more damage to it than Rouse does, so it's better to use the item with Rouse. Nice. All right. Hand gripped your heart, so then it's the hands. Ground shudders, a swarm is coming. This is the one where I want to brighten. Because otherwise these things are going to overwhelm me. And I can't focus on dodging the red ones. Though I guess you probably just like brighten all the time to make it easier to get TP from the attacks. Like you get TP off attacking and you get damage. I don't know which one's faster. I'm gonna keep attacking though. Okay. That hurt. Like, yeah, its defense is down, but I think this is a turn where Rouse uses Spin Cake. Nah, surely everything goes fine without it. No, I'm not gonna risk it. It's a bit of overheal, but I think that's fine. How did I not get hit there? Swarm is coming. Yeah, I only went up by 11 there, and I'm pretty sure I went up by, like, more than 11 when I attacked. Ralsei might die, but got enough damage in for this. I was gonna say, but it'll get damage in at least. Yeah, even Chris is only doing 25. Nice. Yep, once again, Susie's idea. I wonder if there's going to be any Susie's ideas in chapters 6 and 7, since the game's taking a more serious turn. And I hope that there are. I hope Toby doesn't drop the bit of Susie having an idea that's just throwing someone. Oh yeah, Susie runs off and finds the final prophecy. It is one of those things, though. It's surprising Rouse wouldn't know that you could beat a Titan if, one, the prophecy assumedly ends with us keeping the world safe. Like, it's a story of 3 heroes saving the world. But also, that wasn't foreseen already. Like, that specific fight wasn't part of the prophecy. Serious? That's a chapter boss. Lane 2. Huh? As prophecy, stories end. And then, when all hope was lost for the tale, with an image of the angel being broken and shattered, the final tragedy unveils. Save the world, there is only one way. Like, what could it say alongside the rhyming scheme that it was doing? It would be something that Susie would see as especially Rouse wouldn't let that happen. Save the worlds. Yeah, it's okay not to smile. I want to believe it can change, that there isn't just one ending. I mean, the Steam page says there's one ending, so not looking good. How do we know it wouldn't be something even worse? We're gonna find out. See you tomorrow, okay? No. Only then will the worlds be saved. Like, rhyming with way makes me feel like it's saying something something, someone must be slayed. Or you must slay. Like, basically saying you're gonna have to kill someone specific. That Susie thinks none of us would allow to happen. I want to keep being friends with you and Rouse. And always go back to the way things were before. Yeah, no one's here. Even the night has left. Egg. Smells like scratch and sniff marshmallow stickers. Okay. I kind of just like rushed past that and didn't see what it said. A large person could fit inside. No reason to go back in there. I mean, there's that entire church code. Oh, even going down here doesn't stop the music. Okay, it does. No closer to opening this thing. I mean... We didn't even try entering one of the codes to see if maybe that'd open things. Just sort of assuming that you need to put in all three at once. I think everything's closed, right? Just want to double check everything. Is this when you get the stone skipping scene? Or have I already missed it? Sounds like someone's playing a song out there. On the other side of the lake. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta sit and wait a little longer. I've gone through all this before. It's just been like a year. Say what's on your mind, Chris. Why are you talking with your mouth closed? Chris does not want to speak their mind. It's not the stone skipping scene, though. I think I just missed that one. May have been at the start of the chapter, and I was just not patient enough. Feels like such a wholesome scene until thinking about the fact that it's one of the key places in Undertale where the Somewhere Else It's Raining plays is Sans lamenting how like Toriel never comes to the door to share jokes anymore. And it's like, well, at least in the parallel story, you guys are partying at about the same time. Oh yeah, Susie never did finish her pancakes from the morning. Probably just go to bed. Black screen because Chris doesn't want to have you go through that single hallway inspecting everything once again when they are feeling like shit and don't even want you to exist in this world. I completely forgot about this ending. Whose voice is that? I'll just leave a message. You're going to the festival tomorrow, aren't you? Just wanted to confirm. Is that Carol's voice? Really looking forward to seeing you. I'm gonna need to go back through previous streams and rehear the type noises for the small bit that Carol's actually on screen. Well done. The halfway mark has been attained. But it is still waiting. How much longer now? My Deltarune. Okay, it took out the to be continued 2026. Which is, like, it makes sense. But I could see that being a small oversight. I'm gonna take a short break before continuing. It's also weird because the recent Deltarune newsletter said that chapter 6, at least chapter 6, is gonna be like a bit shorter than previous chapters. But this counts as the halfway mark. Just a little bit strange. Maybe just, like, obviously 3.5 is half of 7, so like halfway through 4 would be the halfway mark. So maybe that's all that it is, like you're halfway through the chapter amounts and not the actual, like, game content. But I don't know. Maybe chapter 7 will be long, maybe Toby's lying about the length of chapter 6. Either way, I'm gonna be right back. Then I'll get back to this. Okay, I'm back. Tried to hurry it up since there's no music or anything, and also probably won't be too much after getting through this. And since this is a pretty big difference from the normal, I'm gonna actually read everything out. I'm also going to be saving. You're given a save point in Weird Route, right? Because I'm gonna do one where I abort the route here to go through everything there, since I know that there's differences, and also it's kind of a big deal, it feels like. That's what you get when you think about Noel. Chris, are you feeling alright? No, it is the weekend, but you have not left your room all day. The festival was today, you know. Sun is going down now. If you get up now, you could still see the parade. At the very least, you should eat something. There's some honey toast on the table downstairs. I made it for you. Chris is entirely fed up with our shit. Chris is not giving us any more information. And is fighting us for control every moment. We can't even access our cell phone. Means that Chris just simply got rid of it. Worth a try. What am I hearing? Hold on. Weird bit of noise coming from my air conditioner. Just also sounded like something flying into the walls, like a bee flying into the walls or something, but nah. Must be some twig brushing up against it outside because of wind. I've got to say, playing this the first time, because I already went through all of this myself right after my first playthrough, and this was just... This is freaky, because you go from having, like, at least Chris being maybe a bit rude in how they describe things to just not doing anything, not giving you any information. Maybe some festival games might cheer you up. I'm sure Susie would love to play with you. Hey, took you long enough. You trying to sleep through the festival or something? Yes. Noelle's waiting for you. At the beach. He, told me to get you. Yeah, we already kinda hang out. Well, guess you gotta go. Hey, wait a sec. You wouldn't, I mean, you wouldn't want to see the festival first, would you? Yeah, I saw everything with Noelle, but like, I still want to see how you'd react to stuff, you know? Come on, it'll be fun. Chris isn't in a reacting mood right now. Your mom should run a cart out of her car or something. You could sell, like, breakfast and, church clothes. Pretty sure there's no festival in your house. Yeah, everyone's over there to see the festival king and queen. It's lame, right? I mean, like, why's it gotta be a king and queen? Whatever we are, it's cooler, right? Right? Not in a weird way, you know. Royalty schmoyalty. We rule the festival right now, right? Doing the king-queen vote thing with Noelle was fun. I put down me and her plus some extra epic drawings. See? I used the green pen for my radioactive breath. She voted before I saw hers, though. She was like super excited to write it. Yeah, you kind of missed out, but like, I'll redraw it on the table for you later. And add you in, like, getting melted by me. nothing. Everything smells nice, right? Come on, smell it, Stinky. Flowers are boring. Oh hell, Chris, you're not gonna believe this. Brie rolls and honey packets and butter, margarine, whatever. That's like basically a good sandwich. Ketchup, salt, water, that's free tomato soup. We're living in luxury. Bon appetit, right? It's... Yeah, sure, Susie. Hey, sweet, no one's in there. That means free grape soda, and we could wear their uniforms and pretend to work there. Take, like, pics of us standing on the salad. Damn, it's locked. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Oh yeah, me and Noelle rode this. She didn't even look out the window though. The whole time she was just resting her head on my shoulder. Dude, my heart was beating like crazy. I don't get how she was so calm. Anyway, you want to ride the wheel? Sure. Alright, I call shotgun. Hey, Chris, everything good? You just seem kind of... Whoa, wait a sec. Chris, did you feel that? Earthquake! Damn, that was close. We almost... Oh hell, it's the aftershock. Knew that'd make you laugh. Hey, sit over on my side. The view's better. The view of you being in a headlock, idiot. Hey, stop pretending to snore. What am I to you guys, a big pillow? Don't nod. Ew. Guess that's about it, huh? That was pretty fun, right? Tragic. Hey, are you the ice cream stand? Nah, that's next to me. What are you then? The ice cream stands. Okay. Can we get some ice cream? Can you fill out this card? Whatever. What do I put on it? Just draw you and your friends on it. That way I can give you a discount. Alright, whatever. Here, me, Chris, and Rouse. I know we can't use it, but I gotta put him on. Fucking fly. Tiny fucking fruit flies back. Thanks. So when do we get some ice cream? Whoops. I don't have any. What do you mean you don't? But the stand will after it finishes turning. In the meanwhile, why don't you take this? Got the bread. Bread. Why do you have this? Make ice cream sandwiches. Huh, that's kind of a good idea. Guess we gotta wait till the ice cream's done. I'll walk you to the beach though. You know, when you want to go. Tends to leave crumbs wherever it goes. Hey, don't eat that. Save it for later. You know, ice cream sandwiches. I don't have my hot chocolate anymore. I didn't even really notice that before. And that's the only thing that Chris actually gives you info on. What if I try and drop it? Couldn't. Okay. I guess I can't drop the bread. Ice cream will be ready later. Take it easy, okay, kid? This house, it's pretty new, right? Don't really remember what was here before, though. Dude, Temmie left all her art crap. Let's draw in her scratch. My mouth is getting dry. Let's draw in her sketchbook. Hey, what? Her art's like crazy good. Man, she's even like good at stuff, huh? Even she's good at. I hate when my brain just refuses to read things properly. It's not like I'm seeing them wrong. The words are just coming out of my mouth wrong. Man, even she's like good at stuff, huh? Yeah, she's a genius. Guess she'll be going to college too. Just like Noelle and everyone else. Hey, you're gonna go too, right? Beats me. Yeah, the hell am I asking that now for? Guess because Temmie reminds me of college? And like, yams for some reason. I guess Temmie can live, for now. Damn, no one's home. Even this one's empty. Dude, now that Noelle's not here, we should totally get a hose and fill that cup. No further plans. Dude, stop making that further plans face. Damn, that annoying lazy guy isn't even here. Yeah, I am. I'm just lying down conspicuously out of view. The hell are you doing that for? Eating raisins face down on the floor. Can't really blame him for that. Why aren't you in the ice cream stand? Can't really eat ice cream face down on the floor. Damn, I hate when he's right. Hey, they got free lemon slices here. Check this out. First, you get a bunch of free lemon slices. Then you squeeze them in free lemon water. Add some free sweetener. Then you got like free lemonade. Cool, right? We got that for free. There's also no one here to charge us. The stand was kind of weird. Hello. There wasn't anyone at it today. Maybe just closed early. Beats me. Hey, purple water. You know we gotta sip that. Wait. Stop. It's all like, fuzzy. I won. Okay, I wasn't sure if it, changed the outcome. But what about nothing? When me and Noelle played earlier, she, like, held the hammer with me at the same time. Then we hit it with the wrong end, and the bell just kind of flew off somewhere. I asked if, like, that meant we won, and, like, she just said it was better than winning. If they have police tape, why don't they have police glue? I mean, I'm glad they don't, but they could. A good question. What would the purpose even be? Stop looking at books, it's the weekend. Oh? Wait, move your foot. Dollar coin on the ground alert. I can get gummy monsters on my ice cream. So, Noelle, she, did something kind of funny earlier. I said I didn't have any cash for food, and she took out, like, a roll of bills, probably like hundreds of dollars, and just held it out to me, smiling. I mean, I don't know if I've ever even seen that much money. I didn't take it. I said some cheesy stuff like, man, you could get 100 grape sodas with that. I don't know why, it just felt so weird. If you had $5, I'd expect you to buy me stuff. But I guess same back if I had $5 too. I've got $12. Man, even Rouse was acting kinda weird today. Guess he was just worried you slept in. I asked if he wanted me to do anything, and he was like... He just got quiet and shook his head. Anyway, let's see him later. After other stuff. See, that's the thing, like, we kind of go off prophecy here in the completion of the route. As far as I can tell. Or maybe we just aren't around for Asgore's kidnapping. But Rousey's worried and concerned more so than like relieved. Hey dude, you okay? Shouldn't you be at the king and queen thing? Me? No, I still got some lights to finish up here. You sure, man? Susie, it's better you learn sooner than later. Holidays are always full of surprises. Good surprises? Depends on which holiday. Yeah. Dude, let's lap up the orange goop together. Bet it tastes like the clay from art class. Wait, no. Noelle's dad could see. I don't want Noelle thinking I'm a lapper. I don't know, it's not like an all the time thing. Just a with you thing that we never did before. Dude, what's your favorite horror movie? Bet you like the one with the creepy doll. Huh? Your brother never wanted to watch them? What was he like? Ooh, I'll make the popcorn. Then just never came back? What, was I right? I mean, Noelle loves scary movies. You didn't watch any with her? Hey, it's all good, I'll teach you. You're buying the tickets though. Pretty funny to see you get jump scared, but we can't go in there. We're banned. I was feeling like the eyeball grapes or whatever, and Noelle just put her hand in the bowl and started holding mine. Yeah, they banned us for that. Sucks. Kinda funny. Nothing scared her at all. Even me. Well, the ice cream done? Nope. Guess it's off to the beach. Alright, done with the festival? Okay then. I gotta go wait for the ice cream, so... Guess I'll see you later, huh? Chris, I'm not good at saying this stuff, but... Even if we didn't really do anything, it was nice seeing the festival with you. And stuff. I know me and Noelle are getting kinda close, but... You're still a big deal to me too. So, cheer up, okay? See ya. My posture is getting atrocious. Susie can't stop me. Red. Okay, so the text is just gonna go super slow. Chris. I know. I know you wanted to deny it. I did too, at first. But, eventually, we're going to have to face the truth. Yesterday, when everything happened, every cell in my body was screaming at me to run away. That if I stayed by your side any longer, you were going to drag me down with you. Drag me down somewhere no one is supposed to go. And you know what terrified me the most about that? I think I want that. Since Des left, all I've been doing has just been marching down my path. Staying quiet, getting good grades. It feels like I've just been watching myself through glass. Watching someone else move me through my life. That's why I want to do something crazy. That's why I want to break free. But I can't. I couldn't. Because I'm just Noelle. A Noelle that has to do Noelle things. Just like Chris has to do Chris things. But Chris, you changed. Chris, you actually changed. You found out how to stop being Chris. And no one else has noticed. Some have. Because they don't want to. They don't want to see how interesting you are now. They'll just keep marching down the same path. Without even thinking where it goes. Chris, being around you is changing me too. Chris, when I cast Snowgrave, I felt stronger than I have in my entire life. I know, it's horrible to say that, but... Chris, if it's you telling me to, I can do anything. If you tell me to, I can do things that are impossible. Things no one else can do. So, why don't we do it? Why don't we do something crazy? Tell me. Tell me to grow wings. And let's fly out of this stupid town. To somewhere no one has ever been before. The other side of the lake. We always wanted to see what was there, didn't we? The four of us, when we were kids. Chris, let's go there. You'll tell me, won't you? I think this one I'm gonna abort it. I'll come back later to finish it since there's not much that I need to go over for that. Because it's still fresh in my mind. If you tell me to, I can do anything. So, tell me, Chris. Wait, don't. Especially don't. The words I've been waiting to hear. Ah, it's not don't, it's stop. Okay. Stop. No. You're supposed to say proceed, right? Just like all the other times. Kagurabachi fanbase be like, stop pretending. I know you remember too. The water's nice, isn't it, Chris? Why are your hands trembling? Chris, you're the one that wanted this, aren't you? Stop pretending you're still the old Chris. You can't even say stop like you used to. Chris, don't hesitate. Proceed. Proceed. Haha, it's colder than I thought. Well, now it doesn't matter. Chris, don't let go of my hands. Just keep walking. Chris, just keep walking. Chris. Chris. What if I just, like, stop making the choice? I was wrong. The dream never happened. Chris hadn't changed. I hadn't changed. I had simply gotten carried away. When did you say you made up that song? Okay, now you do one. Me? Okay. Dude, you could be like a pro music guy. It's never really been my talent. Really? Because even when it's dumb stuff you're singing's, I really like it. Thanks, Susie. Man, today was probably one of the best days ever. Nothing changed. I thought it was one of the best days ever. But I guess it's still getting better. Noelle. Nothing changed. You mean like ran away from home? See, this is where well, you see it more in the normal route because of Noelle saying she's thought about leaving. but like Noelle saying she's leaving and sort of being vague on if it means running away from home, and then saying Des left. I guess. But I'm too weak to do that. Nothing changed. What? It's... You were calling about... Dad? Nothing changed. Because a Noelle is just a Noelle. Hey, you okay? You wasn't even sure if you were alive for a sec. Me and Noelle, we kind of ended up, you know where she is? I went to get some ice cream for her and she's just gone. I want to go look for her, but I don't know. You don't need to be here alone, right? Get up. Let's go. And the bread is gone. And Chris is saying things again. Okay. And the cell phone's back. Nothing changed. Okay. Obviously, we need to go Zorgon mode. Okay, you good yet? We can go. Not a good bed. You don't need it again, dumbass. I don't know why, but I was really worried about you guys. You were both acting kind of weird, and I'm just glad you're okay. I probably said something weird again. Let's go, okay? I have no control here. Hey, Chris, mind if I stop in here for a sec? As expected. None of this seems different. Oh, this actually is new. Chris, you think it'll work out between us? Yeah, maybe flowers are stupid, right? I think it was just that one line, because that one line was different. Shattered Rose. That one's different from normal, I'm pretty sure. Only one knows the rose's meaning. Okay, wasn't sure if you'd get back Thorn Ring or something somehow. Because I'm still confused. If you go through with Weird Route, you don't get the Shadow Crystal from this one. Which means you don't get all of the Shadow Crystals. You just need to, like, start Weird Route, get the Thorn Ring, not equip it, abort the route, and that's how you have... That's how you get the Twisted Sword eventually. Okay, I'm gonna want to start a fresh one from the file 2 for actual Weird Route when I get back to it. I'm gonna save this one down here. And that's gonna be it for me today. It's almost been about 4 hours. For me, that's a pretty decent stream. And then I could just, like, get into playing Chapter 5. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. No idea. I might return to playing Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke tomorrow. So I was thinking about doing that today instead, but I wanted to play Deltarune. Anyways, thanks to anyone who's been watching, hanging out, lurking, chatting, etc. I don't really have a schedule or anything. Best thing to do if you want to see me again is follow, subscribe, whatever the platform tells you to do. Press the button and then you'll know, because sometimes I just disappear. Sometimes I just wake up and I'm not feeling it, and then it's like 5 months of not feeling it. But probably tomorrow I'll be back, and until then